Okay, this week's free pick is Dry Ships, DRYS. There's a symbol up there. Um, Big volume pop up to 617 back on March 27th. Kind of went sideways since then. Looked like it was going to roll over and was able to hold. Anyone who trades at all has seen Dry Ships tremendous fall from grace. But this is one of those setups. Reminds me a little bit of MGM and LVS, some of those big gainers we had last couple weeks. Where if this thing can start to turn up, you could see some really nice short covering. Okay, so a big pop again today, up to 587. See the volume of over 40 million shares that day, almost 60 million back on March 27th. If it can, so what we're doing is we're calling it above today's high. This is for Wednesday's trading session. 588 trigger, and if it can get there, in other words, take out today's high, we're thinking very good chance it could run up and test and hopefully break through that 617 high as well from March 27th, and then maybe continue with a bit of a short squeeze there. Now, please keep in mind, if you've seen any of our videos on YouTube or wherever, we're only going to take it if it gives a decent low-risk entry, okay? So in other words, if Dry Ships gaps down in the morning and opens up at 510, way down here, and then runs and takes out today's high, we're not going to buy it at 588, a break of today's high. If it gaps down, it has to run a significant amount just to get there, because that's it'll be tired at that point, exhausted, whatever the term you want to use, and it would be chasing. But any kind of normal open, we will take it. Now, we typically don't take a trade at triggers in the first 5 minutes of the session either, because those tend to fail too. So in other words, it has to meet our trading parameters. This isn't a given that we're going to grab 588 tomorrow, and it's also not a given that's even going to get there. But if everything lines up and follows our entry rules, and we will follow up tomorrow night on what happened with Dry Ships and how we played it, because that we can use those as teaching tools if you want to learn our methods. We always try to follow up our free picks with exactly how we handled it. So that way you can kind of back test the videos and say, okay, here's why they did what they did. So trying to use it as a teaching tool. But to wrap it up, Dry Ships is our pick, our free pick this week. We have about 7 others on our watch list for Wednesday's session as well. Couple potential shorts, couple potential bounce plays, and just a couple longs. So it all depends on how the market shapes up tomorrow. But we will follow up, let's see, Wednesday night with how we handle this. Have a good evening.